In this video, we're going to burn some steel wool in the presence of air. Now, word of warning, this experiment deals with flammable materials and smoke. Do this outside or in a fume hood and follow the proper fire safety rules. So here is a piece of steel wool that I put in my fume hood, and I fluffed it up some because I want the air to get around in the steel wool there. If you just stick steel wool and try to light it, the oxygen cannot get in between the strands. So anyway, I've got a 12-volt power supply and I'm lighting it with that. And this is the reason that you can light steel wool with a 9-volt battery by touching the terminals onto the steel wool. Those thin wires of iron can heat up very easily at 9 volts and create the self-sustaining reaction that you're seeing here. So anyway, as this reaction goes through, the iron reacts with the oxygen in the air to create iron oxide. And it's a self-sustaining reaction because these wires are so thin, and with the oxygen in the air, it can be a self-sustaining reaction. So as it burns, it passes on to the next piece of wire, and to the next, and then to the next, and then it keeps on going until all the iron has been consumed and converted into iron oxide. And it's a rather brilliant display to watch as this reaction is going on, to see all these little bits of iron burning and reacting to form the iron oxide. Now I've turned the lights off here to kind of give a little more interesting look at it without the fume hood light on. And most of the iron is almost consumed now into turning into iron oxide. There's only a couple of strands left here. And it's all done. I'm going to turn the light back on in the fume hood here, and then I'm actually going to turn the fan up on high to get rid of the rest of the smoke that's left over inside. And if you note, again, the camera has some color correction and things like that, but you'll note that the steel wool now appears different after it's been burned and reacted to form iron oxide. So let's try this again, but this time let's burn another set of steel wool, but have the light off the entire time and get another good look at that. So here we are with another piece of steel wool. It's again fluffed up, and I've turned it on its side so we can get a little more action going on. And again, I'm using the 12-volt supply to start it. And now we've got it glowing, and for this one, I'll just be quiet since I've explained it, and you can watch the reaction progress. And there you have it. That's steel wool burned in the presence of air to form iron oxide,